going on, YouTube family? Listen, I know that many of you are probably a part of a number of different Forex groups or communities online, right? And you're probably on YouTube subscribed to dozens of YouTube channels. My question is this: are you still losing in the Forex market? And have you tried the Sodarneasyforex University? If you haven't, come on, follow me.
All right, so as most of you should know, my name is Yusef Scott, and I'm the guy behind the Sodarneasyforex University, also better known as the Forex Gold Online. In fact, go visit www.theforex.com. Now, as I tell you guys in all my videos, very grateful and thankful to have you guys here watching yet another video of mine. If you're here watching this video and you're not yet subscribed to this channel, click on that subscribe button at the bottom and make sure you follow us on social media because we're on Facebook and Instagram as well. All right, so in this video, I want to explain to you guys one hedging mistake that you should not make when you trade on the Forex market. Now, I realize that some of you may ask, well, Mr. Scott, what exactly is hedging? And when would you want to hedge your account? So let me give you guys a very simple example or explanation of what hedging is and how or when one would, want to hedge their account. Let me explain first by telling you the reason why someone would want to hedge their account. So if you're in a bad trade, you may want to hedge your account. And the whole purpose for hedging your account is to, if you decide not to close out a negative trade, is to, make sure you're able to get that money back. Basically, you hedge your account, you run the market up, you run the market down at the same time. You take the money from the sell in the money, you take the money from the buy when it gets in the money. So a very simple explanation of what hedging is and when you will want to use it is, just to tell you plainly, you would hedge your account only if you're in a bad trade. For instance, if you're running the market up, let's say you got a $500 account, you're trading at $3 and you got into the market here, you're riding it up, but the market decides to go down. So when the market gets down to here, you pop in a sell. Whatever you're trading at up here, let's say $3, you're gonna trade down here at $3. And what that's gonna do is, let's say this distance here, the gap here, your first trade, your buy is in a negative of $150. When you pop in your sell at $3, now that $150 difference here, that gap, that's the value of the gap. So wherever the market goes, up or down, you'll still be in the negative. You'll be locked in at $150, plus or minus swap. Now what hedging would do is it's going to service a couple different things. But the first thing it's going to do is going to protect your account from being stopped out. Now, the second thing that it's going to do, it'll allow you to gather your thoughts, get yourself together and realize, okay, which way is the market truly going? So you would only hedge your account or your trades. It's only done. You should only do it after you realize that your initial trade that's in a negative, you realize the market is not going in that direction no more. It's going to go against that direction. It's going to continue going. And you're like, you know what? I need to make a decision. Now, your first decision after realizing that your trades are in a negative should not be to hedge. The first thing you want to realize is what went wrong. Then you need to realize, will the market return back to the original direction that you're trading in? And once you realize that the market is not returning back to that direction, you need to make a decision. And like I said before, your first decision should not be to hedge your account. The first thing you want to ask yourself, do you want to hold on to this negative trade? If your answer is no, now you need to go to step 2. You need to ask yourself a second question, and that is, do you want to accept the L and shut down this negative trade? Eating that $150 or whatever off your account, taking your account from $500 to $350 now? Do you want to eat that? Now, whatever answer you give yourself, whatever answer you come up with, is going to determine if you want to hedge, if you're able to hedge. Well, of course, your broker needs to allow you to hedge, but if you say, you know what, I do not want to hedge my account, I believe the market is going to continue going against me, get out of the trade. Now, when you decide to actually hedge your account, this is what you need to make sure you comprehend. By opening up a trade in the opposite direction as the original, now you have to play both sides of the market. And let me tell you, it's not always easy. Now, this is why it's so imperative that your initial move needs to be your best move. Because when you decide to hedge your account, you're now hoping that you can bring both your original trade and your hedge trade in the money. So it will take a bit of babysitting for you to get this right. So the biggest mistake, and this is one that I do not want you all to repeat, the biggest mistake is that a lot of traders, when they have their initial trade in the negative, they just keep watching the trade go pull them in the negative, deeper into the negative, way deep into the negative, before they decide to put in their hedge trade. And what happens is this: you have one trade up here and your other trade way down here. And now there's a huge gap between where you initially entered and where your hedge trade is. So that huge gap, you have to work that. So the bigger the gap, that's the longer it's going to take you to get out of both trades in the money. So the sooner you realize that your trade is in the negative and that the market is not really going up, you need to make that decision to either get out or realize where the market is truly going and get out of that trade, because you do not want the gap to go from this to this. It's going to take far too long for you to work your way out of that bad trade. Now, of course, inside of my members area, I go through different tips and different strategies on how to get that money back. But however, from the door, you do not want to have the gap really wide, okay? You do not want to do that. You want to make sure that you can realize what the market is doing and make the decision and get out the trade, accept your L, or what you want to do is you want to hedge that trade, okay? Very important. So I want you guys to really think about this. Please know this. If you're in a bad trade, you can hedge. You want to make sure that you realize the bad trade before it's too late, okay? The longer you wait to hedge, the longer it's going to take for you to bring your original trade and your hedge trade back into the money, okay? There are more advanced strategies around the always win strategy in which I teach my students. I go in full detail about how to use the always win strategy. You see, the strategy should really only be used as a way to fight your way out of a bad trade. Not just to get into the market anywhere and hope for the best. You use it whenever you use it as a tool. You pull it out as a tool when you use it to get out of bad trades, but not to just jump into the market and just, you don't do that. Listen, there's always a way for you to bring everything that's in the negative back into the money, or for you to gain more than you're actually losing. There's always a way. So I just want to make this video. Hopefully this made sense to you guys. Listen, as I always tell you guys all the time, remember, have nothing short of a fantastic day. Stay healthy, stay safe, and stay prayed up during these times. All right? Peace, everyone.